How y'all doing out there this evening, fam? You already know who it is, man. We back with another one. And it's your very own, yours truly, Fratelli TDD, Fratelli the Great, God's Gifts to Society. And we're here with the number one podcast in the world. The world is yours. Man, in my line of work, you know, do a lot of driving. You know what I mean? Sometimes I pull up to these job sites and man, I done drove 3 hours to get there. You know? When you're working state to state, you have guys in different states, and it ain't always the easiest thing to do, man. You know what I'm saying? You drive 3 hours to get to a job just to get there, make sure the job is going as smoothly as it's supposed to be going. But other times, you get there and it's a freaking disaster. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these jobs don't work out as you might think or want them to. So, it comes with the line of work. But yeah, man, like I don't really got a topic lined out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my best to get more comfortable talking in front of the camera, talking in front of the mic. And the best way to do it is to just start talking. You know what I'm saying? Get you a microphone, set it up, how you set it up, and just start. Just get started. That's the best way to do it, man. Don't wait. Don't wait too long, because time is constantly passing you by. Time is constantly passing us by. You know what I'm saying? Time, man. Let's talk about time, right? Now that we're on the subject of time. I asked a young lady the other day, what do you think your most important asset is in life? What is your most valuable asset? And she proceeded to tell me that her ability to get money was. And then I had to ask her, like, you don't think it's your time? Reason I say time, it's the only thing that's priceless, you know? It's the only thing that we can't get back. It's time. I don't like wasting time. I don't like when people waste my time. I don't like being on the phone with people who have very little to talk about. If it's not productive, if it's not something that's going to contribute to myself or to my goals, if we can't converse about a topic that's going to help both of us move forward, then it's a waste of time. You know when you're not wasting time? When you're reading a book. You're not wasting time when you're reading a book because you're learning. You're building your brain. You're expanding your brain. That's the one thing that you do that you don't waste time with. Reading, learning, exercising your brain. When you're at the gym, you're not wasting time because you're working on yourself. Yeah, man, I think people put way more value on material things and they don't put enough value on their time. I myself included. I could value my time a lot more. Going into 2026, man, we more than halfway through the year. Let's say that, right? It's July 2025. But this right here is the year of cutting people off. Seriously. I came into this year cutting people off, and I'm going to leave this year cutting people off, especially people who are low-hanging fruit, who don't want to do anything but promote negativity or take from you and not add any value. Yeah, I'm not doing it no more. Listen, if you call my phone and your number doesn't work anymore and the number don't work no more, don't take it personal. Just realize that I chose myself. I chose to put me first because I'm the most important piece to my puzzle. And sometimes you got to do that, man. Sometimes you got to cut people off to be at peace. And the thing about it is, like, You can talk all day long. You can tell people, hey, listen, don't call me. Or listen, that's negative. I don't want to talk about that. You know me, you've known me for years. You know I don't want to talk about that. Why do I even have to say this? But people will still do it. People will still call you with negativity, knowing that you might possibly be working on, knowing that you have other things, bigger things to worry about, but they'll call you with negative shit. And it's kind of rude and disrespectful. It's really rude and disrespectful. So, I can show you better than I can tell you. My cutoff game is not for the weak. And anybody that knows me knows that. Once I cut you off, you're done in my book. And there's no love lost. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel no way towards you at all. I don't have no animosity towards you. I wish you well. I just decided to choose me first. I decided to finally put myself first in all aspects of my life. And I would encourage you to do the same. Time is our most precious asset. You shouldn't waste it on people who have no value to add to you, especially if you know that you've been adding value to them. At the end of the day, man, you can't pour from an empty cup. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And it's just the truth. That's hot. It's my healthy libation. This is my healthy libation right here for the night. Shout out to my neighbor who gave me those words. Okay? Shout out to her. Very dynamic individual. Very dynamic indeed. But yeah, man, if you look at my damn board right here, it says self-love. Self-love. And I stress that in a lot of my videos. Like, you gotta learn to love you first. Truly, indeed. If you don't, it's gonna show. No matter how long you try to hide it. No matter how long you try to cover it up with your chains or your makeup or your designer clothing, a lack of love for yourself is eventually gonna show itself. And there's no way to get around that. So I stress that, man. I stress that to my children. Make sure you love yourself first and foremost before you try to love anybody else. Before you say you love someone else. So I'm not trying to sit up here and act like I got it all figured out, man. Because I don't. But I know that eventually, if I keep knocking on that door, that knowledge door, that wealth door, that growth door, eventually they're going to all open up. And I'm going to get what I set out to get. I will be the most successful. I will be the first millionaire in my family. I already am. So, with that being said, man, this week was one hell of a week, man. I had a lot of running around to do a lot of driving. And next week is going to be another very productive week. But through it all, I'm grateful, Definitely grateful, man. Definitely grateful, man. I met some, matter of fact, mind you, I met some new individuals this week, last couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? I met some new individuals, some solid people. You know what I'm saying? Some real solid people. And I've just been networking more, putting myself out there. You know what I'm saying? And things have been going well. I'm super single right now. I'm not seeing anyone. I have options. We can say that. I definitely have options. There's nothing wrong with having options. But yeah, I'm single, man. Single life has been going good for me these past 7 months, let's say. You know what I'm saying? Single life has been going well for me. And yeah, I'm happy about what the future has for me. I'm excited. I'm super excited indeed. Yeah, man, we're not gonna play no more games, man. 2025, the year's over with. You know what I'm saying? The year's over with, man. We're not gonna play no more games. Tomorrow I'm back in the gym full time. I'm getting up at 4 a.m. It's 9:30 right now. I'm getting up at 4. I'm hitting the gym. I'm going to do what I got to do. And we up, man. We back up. Yeah. Man. Yeah, man. You know, no more low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me with no bullshit. Don't call me no drama. I don't want to hear about none of that shit, man. Like, for real. I don't want to hear about none of that. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm over here. I'm doing me. I'm working on me. If you got nothing to add, then just politely, just respectfully, just keep it pushing. Just keep it pushing. If you got nothing of value to add to me at all, I don't want your money. Money would be nice, though. You know what I'm saying? Money would be nice. But if you don't have any true value to add to me, then don't waste my time. Because I don't like getting my time wasted. You know what I'm saying? I don't like getting my time wasted, man. Facts. Whatever it is you gotta do, man, to get up off the floor, to get up off your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all want a certain lifestyle. We all want the money, the power, the respect, right? But it's an order of operations is what I'm learning, right? That's what I always knew, but I'm experiencing it firsthand as we speak. It's an order of operations, man. The money come first, the power, then you get the respect, right? Which means you gotta get the money first. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes in the world, man. Money is currency. Money is what makes the world. Money is what makes the world go round. So you gotta get to the money first and foremost. Then you get you some power. Then you get you some respect, right? So what's the money? How do you get the money, right? I can't tell you how to get money. Everybody's situation is different. But one thing I know for sure is that there's millions and millions of dollars, billions of dollars just out there waiting to be grabbed. You just gotta get your lazy ass off the couch and go get that shit. Go get that money, young man. You know what I'm saying? Go get that money. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Like, my uncle used to say, I can't stand no lazy ass nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand no lazy ass nigga. And I didn't really understand it then, but now I super understand it, because some niggas would rather sit on the couch, mooch off their girl, as opposed to going out and getting it for themselves. Right? I'm not saying that living with your girl is a bad thing. You feel me? I couldn't do it. Never again. I've done it. It wasn't for me though. But that's not somewhere you're supposed to stay and be comfortable with. You're supposed to be super uncomfortable if you're living with your girl, bro. You living with your girl, you should be working, doing whatever it is you can do to gain some knowledge so you get you some money. Don't shit on the 9 to 5. The 9 to 5 is still producing money. I mean, if that's what you gotta do, to get to your bag, then get to your bag. There's only a matter of time before shorty start calling you bum ass niggas and calling you everything under the sun. Start looking at other niggas because you don't got your shit together. You think she gonna stay around forever? Come on, man. You think she gonna stick around forever if you don't got no bread? Make that make sense. I got news for you, my boy. She not. There's billionaires that get cheated on. Niggas with millions of dollars that get cheated on. And they married a John. You feel me? And they still get cheated on. So how you feel you gonna just sit around and not produce no value, not produce no income? You know what I'm saying? I've been there though. I'm not gonna lie, but I've never not worked. I've never not been looking for a job. If there's any time that I didn't have a job, I was always looking for it, or I was always on the hunt to find some type of bread. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta build it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta work shitty jobs to get to where you want to be. Sometimes you gotta do that. It's not always easy. The easiest thing to come outside and make $1,000 a day. But one thing I would tell you guys, man, if you don't have any type of direction, if you don't have any idea on what you want to do, get a trade. That's the best thing I could tell you to do, man. Get a trade, bro. Go get a trade. Go learn plumbing. Go learn electrical. Go learn HVAC. Right? Go learn that, bro, because in 2 or 3 years from now, you're going to be happy that you did, because those are things that are never going to go out. They're never going to go away. Plumbing is my number one. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know me, if you don't know what I do, I own a plumbing company. Blocker Pipes Unlimited. I had the Instagram, but all of my Instagrams got deleted, got suspended. So I had to start from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go follow me on my new Instagram, Afatelli Blaine Blocker. You feel me? We back active. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, hit that bell. But yeah, man, get you a trade, man. Somebody gonna always need a place to use the bathroom. Electrician, somebody gonna always need lights, right? Somebody gonna always need AC, heating and cooling. Somebody gonna always need that. Go get you a trade, man. If you don't got no direction and you damn near 29, 28 years old, 30, whatever it is, you up in your 20s and you don't have no direction, you need to get you a trade, man. Those are things that's never gonna run out of style. You're gonna always be able to make money for the rest of your life. 100%. One of the best things I did in my life was learn a trade, because I was one of them guys that had no direction. I was working at different warehouses, riding the forklift. Come on, y'all know how I go. Working a graveyard shift. Not going nowhere fast, just trying to come up. I'm making $13 an hour here. Okay, and that next job, I'm trying to make 14. I'm trying to make 15. I'm trying to make 16. Thinking that that's going to eventually lead to somewhere, and it didn't lead anywhere. I got up to making about $21 an hour, $22 an hour, and that shit still ain't lead nowhere. You see what I'm saying? I wasted all that time, and I could have been learning a trade when I was 18, 19 years old. I could have been on that. Now I started, you know what I'm saying? I probably started when I was supposed to, you feel me? But at the same time, I look back, I'm like, damn, if I had learned my trade when I was 19, I would have been way more ahead of the game today. But I didn't have no guidance. I had no direction. I had to find a trade for myself. So what I did was I found somebody that, mind you, this is how plumbing came to me, okay? I was working at a restaurant called Old Charlie's. I'm not sure if you ever heard of that, right? In a little town called Dalton, Georgia. And I don't know if y'all remember this, but it's right by the interstate. It was right by the interstate. I think there's an Olive Garden in there. But I was working at Old Charlie's, and I was a server working for tips. I was making $2 an hour. I was working for tips. All of a sudden, I see an old homeboy walking, right, with his girl. He looking all jeweled up, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at him like, I ain't seen him in a while now. You feel what I'm saying? But something was different about him. He had a little different type of swag, a little different type of walk on him. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? Like, how you been, my boy? So he told me, I'm good, bro. Doing great. I found plumbing. I ain't even know what plumbing was. You know what I'm saying? I might have heard of it, but I had no idea what it was. I was like, okay, cool. What's that? You know what I'm saying? I had a little insight, trying to get a little insight on the job. Yeah, man. Mind you, I was a server for their table. And he told me about plumbing, man. He told me that a company had hired him to pretty much learn. You know, they were paying him to learn the trade. Now, it's kind of unbelievable to me, but, you know, I had just had my son. My son was maybe like 2 months old. And I was listening to him, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, nah, young nigga shit. Nah, I don't want to leave my girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave my son and my girl at the crib by themselves. I just had my son. So I'm not thinking futuristically. I'm thinking about the right now, which is what most of y'all niggas is doing right now. Know how I know? Because I've been there. You can't think about the right now, bro. The right now is going to leave. It's going to go away, and the future is going to come. And what will you have to show for the right now? That's what you need to ask yourself. What will I have to show in the future for the right now if I sit here and keep doing what I'm doing? So he told me about plumbing, told me about the company's name, you know what I'm saying? And I listened to him, but I didn't really hear him though. You feel me? You know how you can listen to somebody, but you don't really hear him though? And that's what it was, man. My boy left me a $20 tip. I'll never forget it. Walked out the restaurant with his girl. Went to go enjoy the rest of his night. But that $20 tip is stuck in my head because I knew this guy. I'm like, not this guy. Nah, he left me $20? Nah, he must be getting money. He must be getting money, mind you. I was only like 22 years old. You feel me? He must be getting money. He left me $20. So that's another thing, man. Tip your server good, man, if they do a good job. You feel me? You never know what blessing you are instilling or what type of transactional thought process they may encounter off of the tip that you leave them. Especially if they're good, they do good service, man. Tip them well. So about 6 months went past. I forgot all about plumbing. And I'm in a real bad spot. I'm in a real bad spot, man, in life. And I'm just like, God, send me a sign, you know? I'm like, God, send me a sign, right? If you don't send me a sign soon, I'm going to start selling meth. This is what I was thinking. Because I was in Dalton, Georgia. This is like the meth capital of the world, right? The meth capital of America. This is what I was told when I lived there. And I'm like, yo, bro, I don't see no other way. You feel me? And I need to get paid. So that weekend, and that must have been on a Friday that I was thinking this. That Saturday, I went to the barbershop. I was in Big Boy's barbershop. Shout out to Big Boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Boy, because he was the one who kind of gave me that nudge when it came to the trade. So I'm in Big Boy's barbershop, and I hear him talking to his client in the chair about this new plumbing job that he just got, and that they were paying people to hire them and teach them the trade. So it sounded smooth, man. He was like, yeah, you gotta go on the road though. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with my boy. I'm working with, I think he was working with my boy Dante or something, man. Dante, man. Shout out to Dante too, man. He showed me some good trade secrets at the beginning of my plumbing journey. But when I was listening to him in the chair, I'm like, damn, this gotta be a sign. You know what I'm saying? This gotta be a sign. Like, I gotta go get this. This came to me 2 times now. First time, I thought I was good because I was making my little server money, making my little tips. I wasn't really getting paid like that. So when I'm in the barbershop, I'm hearing him talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go on the road. But I'm at my wit's end to the point where I'm thinking about selling meth. And I started asking him about it, and he told me, you know what I'm saying? Go up there and just get started, man, and just see what you can come up with. Go up there and talk to them folks. So that's what I did. I went up there, talked to them people, and it was pretty plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? You want to change your life? You want something more for your life? This is going to be something you could do to make money for the rest of your life. No high school diploma, no college degree. You can get started today. And just like that, I entered the plumbing field. And I had to start from the bottom, though. I had to do things that I never thought I would do, man. Like standing over shit pits, playing in people's fecal matter, playing with toilets. You know what I'm saying? Crouching down in small spaces for hours at a time. Being up on machines that lift you 30 feet in the air. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot. First, I was a helper. Then I became a technician. And then I started going out on the road by myself as a technician. When you're a helper, they treat you like shit. You know what I'm saying? The technicians treat you like shit for the most part. You know, they treat you like a peon. That's what you are. You don't know nothing. So I started as a helper, worked my way up to a technician. And being a technician was one of the hardest things I had to do, man. Especially being on the road by myself. You know, I failed a lot of times. Like, I learned a lot of lessons. I flooded some stores. You know, I messed some things up. And all in all, like, that's really the only way you get to learn is by failed attempts. So, the one thing I was scared to do was to fail, man. I didn't want to mess up because I felt like, damn, this is a great opportunity. And I don't want to lose this. This is all I got right now. But yeah, man, I went through all of that, and in the process, I was building myself up, man, being on the road by myself, going to different states by myself, becoming a man. I became a man out there on that road. I'm not gonna lie, because you out there, man, you gotta fend for yourself. You gotta buy your own food. You gotta book your hotel rooms. You gotta do your own jobs. It's kind of like with like college a little bit, but just in a different way. Sometimes I had some helpers come with me. You know what I'm saying? I had my own helpers once I became a technician. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, these guys are making bank. I want my own company. I want to do my own thing one day. So I'm going to take everything I learned from here and I'm going to apply it to my life, apply it to my company one day. And that's exactly what I did. 3-4 years later down the road, I began to start my own company. I started my own company. 5 years maybe. So now I've been having my own company since 2022, maybe 2021. So about 4 years, I've been self-employed for the most part. And I ain't gonna sit here and say that it's been the easiest journey, because it hasn't. But it's definitely been a learning experience, and it's definitely been worth it, for sure. You can do the same thing. You just gotta believe you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get started. Getting started is the hardest part. Taking one foot and putting it in front of the other. It's the hardest thing to do. Once you figure that out, once you take that first step, the possibilities are limitless. You feel me? Possibilities are limitless, man. Your future is waiting on you. Your future is waiting on you to become the individual that you're supposed to be. So, stop waiting, man. And get to it, man. Go get you a trade or something. Stop sitting on the couch, man. You sure they gonna leave your ass? Please believe me. She gonna leave you. She gonna talk to you crazy. Bum ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Right? I done heard it all before. She gonna talk to you crazy. And you gonna allow it because you don't have nowhere else to go. Yeah. I'll be damned if I allow my woman to talk to me crazy. I don't care how much money. I don't care who making what in this crib. You feel me? You're not gonna talk to me crazy. I demand respect. I demand it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather sleep in my car. I'd rather sleep under a bridge than to be disrespected by my woman. 100%. But guys, you gotta stand on business. You gotta go handle your shit, man. Because ain't nobody gonna do it for you, bro. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to save you, gang. Hey, look, man. That's my time. You already know, man. This is for Telly TDD, for Telly the Great God's Gifts to Society. If there's anything that I said that resonated with you today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tap that bell. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Fratelli Blame Blocker, Facebook at Fratelli Blame Blocker. Go ahead and follow me on, go ahead and subscribe to the channel at King Blocker 999. You know what I'm saying? And my Twitch, I got Twitch, but I'm still working on it. I'm not sure. It's not letting me live stream right now. So follow me on TikTok too, man, at King Blocker 999. You feel me? At Fratelli TDD. You know? Follow the movement. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. You already know what it is, man. I'm out.